Hi guys, welcome to my channel. It's Miriam, and today I have an amazing crew here, the teenagers. Hey, hi guys.
Hi.
You don't seem to be excited. How is the holiday?
Okay.
Okay, so today we are having an amazing topic, and I hope you get interested. Before we start, I would like them to introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Curtis.
Hi, I'm Becky.
Hi, I'm Ryan.
And Solomon.
Curtis, Becky, Ryan, Solomon, you're welcome to today's podcast.
Thank you.
I'm going to request Becky to read the question of the day.
So the question is, if you could design your dream school, what's one rule you'd add, one class you'd make mandatory, and one thing you'd ban forever?
That is interesting. I'll be glad to hear your views. So the discussion is open. Let's roll. Yes, Curtis, you can go on.
In my dream school, one rule, I, one rule I think that would be good is for teacher-student swaps, whereby at least once in a term, one day, the teachers and the students get a chance to switch roles, so that teachers get to know what it is and to be on the other side, and students get leadership skills and can learn on topics they're interested in. Imagine someone who's poor at math and loves it, but is now getting the chance to teach other people in the way they understand. I think that will benefit a lot. And the second question is what subjects?
I think that will be very interesting. And that is for bold students because not all students will get up to go and speak. So for bold students and students who know what is happening, they'll get up and exchange roles with the teachers.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but I kind of agree with Curtis's idea because the moment you get involved in teaching something, it kind of makes it harder for you to forget it. Because when a teacher is probably explaining to you in class, you can be doing what you want, you can be talking with your friend, other stuff, but if they tell you to go teach what he has taught already, you basically have no choice but to learn it because you're going to be doing the work alone.
Okay, what I'm saying, but I thought that happens all the time. Because like discussions, I would imagine that is the exact thing that you want it to be. Because when you're doing a discussion, it's like you've exchanged roles. Isn't it right?
It does happen, but some kids are not confident to do it, so that it affects them. Yeah.
Yeah, for example, like in our curriculum, you can refuse to go by the way. You can decide not to go because it's not mandatory. It's not going to count on your grades like the new curriculum. Guys, we don't have to present work that much. So for us, it's not mandatory. You can choose not to go.
Okay.
I'm going to give a role that I would add to a school that I started up. The thing that I would say is like caning students at school. I would add that role because at a point there are some students who they don't listen. They don't listen like as in at all. There is this thing at my school that boys say in the dorms that a boy will not change no matter how many times you cane them if they are not willing to change. So you can either decide to cane them and give them punishments. Basically, punishments. Yes, punishments. I highly suggest that punishments would be given a lot in a school that I was heading.
Well, I disagree with you because caning is not a solution because you're going to cane a kid just like the way your boys say it. You're going to cane and cane. They're going to get used to the cane, so they won't care. So I prefer punishments compared to caning. That doesn't work, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah, Ryan's point is actually not right by the way. Okay, according to me, because there's no wrong answer. it might be your point of view, it might be what you would want, and I might get where you're coming from, but personally, um, from where I'm in Seta High, they actually don't cane us, and sorry, excuse me, they give us punishments like housework, and that's something better than caning because it actually takes your time, it drains your energy, and you really don't want to get caught in wrong because the moment you get caught in wrong, you just know you're going to do some load amount of work. And caning basically doesn't change someone. It actually just provokes them and makes them more angry.
Okay, yes, I agree with that. But as I said, caning and punishment, that means there is also administering other forms of punishment, not only caning. I just gave caning as an example.
Don't you think, Solomon, don't you think that people get used to doing housework? There are students who don't like going to class, so they'll feel comfortable doing the housework, I mean the punishment. Whereas I think if caning is not done every day and is done once in a while, it would wake you up. One or two canes, I think, could serve a purpose.
Yeah, okay, that might work for some students, but other students just really don't care. You can cane someone, but that won't change them. You're just making. Because I was in Ryan's school also. Well, so when they used to cane us, I used to be like, wow, that's scary. And there's a lot of discipline, by the way. But when I went to SETA, I was like, the canes were easier than the punishments.
The canes or
Yeah, the canes at my former school were easier than the punishments that you have because it drains a lot of work. Maybe because I switched levels and I needed more time for reading, but yeah, that's my point of view
I
on that.
also don't think that kids will like housework because okay, like obviously when they're giving you a punishment for housework, they're not going to give you like an easy something to do. They'll probably give you something hard so that it can, drain you. So like I don't think there's an easy punishment like in this case.
okay. Let's just go with that. Solomon, you have something to say?
Yeah, no, I'm going to answer a question.
Okay, go
So,
ahead.
um, one rule I would have in my dream school, first of all, I would eliminate morning preps because basically, you wake up early in the morning, you've probably not had enough rest, and you're going to class in the name of reading books. So you wake up early in the morning. Yeah, I get it. Morning time is the best time to read, by the way, but like not that early in the morning because you wake up, you're feeling some reason you're tired, but it's still morning. But you go to class, everyone looks like they want to sleep. Then guys end up wasting the whole morning prep sleeping. Then you spend the rest of the day dozing because you're tired from morning preps. You woke up early, you have to do other stuff. So personally I would think it would be alright if we woke up at a normal time like 6 o'clock. Yeah.
I'd slightly disagree with Solomon's take because from the time we go to bed till the time we're supposed to wake up for morning prep, it's enough. So those people who, so those people who does in class are the ones who aren't the ones who okay they sleep late, they be in dorms, they be talking up till midnight and they have only 4 hours of sleep. Then in the morning they find it very hard to wake up. But if you go to bed and really focus that I wanna have enough of these 8 hours of sleep and wake up very early to do morning prep, it's enough. It's a little
I think it should be optional because
Personally, I think I would agree with Curtis. Morning time, morning is you're fresh and you're still young. Even if you've slept for 4 hours, that is okay. You're still young, your brains are still active. Personally, I would think morning prep shouldn't even be optional. And the other thing, you're talking about dozing in class. Some people, whether they'll sleep for 8 hours, they'll still doze. So, me personally, I would think morning prep should still be there because we have done it. Even people before us have done morning prep and it has been great. And besides, let me tell you, like for us when I was in school, we used to study half day. Can you believe that? And would pass. But things keep changing. The generation changes. Now you see this change of curriculum. Yeah, I still think money prep should be there. Yes, Ryan.
I agree with Katis because money preps are very important. Despite the fact that I don't like them, I just go for them because they help a lot. You can be in a situation when we're in the new curriculum, so they give us a lot of assignments and research work. So they may give, let me say it is the last lesson of the day. They may give you an assignment to do something like a project, and you also have night preps, and we also have to wash our clothes and get supper. So all that evening time is taken, and when you come back from night preps, you're tired. So the least you can do at night, you prepare the plans for your project. Then during morning preps before the lessons, you can use that time because it's ample time. It's like about 2 hours to 2 hours at my school. Yes, it's about 2 hours. So that is enough time for you to finish up with your project and such you don't get caught in class for not finishing up the work. So yeah.
Thank you, Ryan. I think we should proceed. What other rule
Okay,
would you delete here?
another rule. Like in we're in school, they have a thing of we're in class. It's a mixed school. We're in class. Girls are this side, boys are this side. That doesn't make sense. Like and it's like a single school, and yet it's supposed to be a mixed school. And I don't think it's right because they have to like get used to themselves, I guess. So yeah, I don't think that's a right thing to do.
Um, I'm arguing against that because there's no problem with sitting separating boys and girls in class. I don't see the problem, but I mean, if you want a school that doesn't do that, then you shouldn't go to a school that does that. But I get the whole point where you don't want people to interact, but I guess they can choose to do that after lessons and avoid. Okay, if they really want to, they can interact. They can have like groups discussions. They can have their own meetings after lessons, not during the lesson, because it's kind of helps people to concentrate. Sorry, to concentrate a bit. Yeah.
I think Becky is right because in the outside world, you're obviously gonna be mixed with females and opposite gender. But then at school, when you're being separated, you only learn how to create a friendship, a bond between the same gender, and that's not really applicable in the outside world. And it's okay. It should be banned because Ryan says that also when they find you interacting outside of class, they'll suspect you're maybe dating that person, and it's further punishment for you. So it seems like it's really strict on that, and that's a rule that should be
Ryan,
changed.
Ryan, I have a question. So like when you guys are having group discussions, do they like mix you guys like boys, girls, or it's only girls and girls, 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 boys, boys?
Actually, that one depends on the teacher. Cause like in first term, my first time in Form 1, first term, every presentation we had, it was boys alone, girls alone. But then our literature teacher told us to mix up. She got to one group of boys and divided it into half, got one group of girls, divided it into half and mixed them and told them to make a play for the next lesson. So I think during that period, we were associating with girls a lot. But since then, it has not been so common.
Personally, I've never understood that theory, sincerely. So why would they call it a boarding school? It doesn't make sense. Boarding school is mixed. So I would expect you to do things collectively, the girls and the boys. Maybe the sleeping, the dormitories should be separated. But why would they separate the class sincerely? Boys on these two rows, girls on the other two rows. It doesn't make sense to me too. But well, that is what they've chosen to do. So we can't do much about that. Can we go to something else?
To the question, is one class you'd make mandatory? And for me, I think I'd make foreign languages, any foreign language, but it has to be mandatory because it's not a new idea, but for purposes of being exposed to other cultures, and since the world is moving more to the side of Europe and America, so it would be very good if you have one of those languages in you. And if you start at an early age in school, it will be easier for you to learn that language and be very fluent in it, like the way we can speak English right now. And it forms a very good interconnection around when you move around the world, because I believe foreign languages are gonna be very important. Not only our local languages, which are very limited, not like you can be a Luganda translator for someone, because anyone can be that. But finding a French or a German translator for you, or anything it, it, related to a foreign language, it's very important as of now.
Um, yeah, I kind of agree with what Katis has said because he's right. When you it actually helps because very few people do foreign languages, and I think they would need because we have a lot of embassies in different countries, by the way. So it would really be good if they were employing our fellow Ugandans and to go and work as the interpreters there. Because the moment you have a foreign language, that's like already a pass. You can act as a translator, or they can add something onto you so that you can go help our country when they move to other countries, like UN meetings that could help for those who may not be able to speak English in their countries to help to translate and make things a bit easier for the rest of us.
Okay, I agree with you guys, but in my opinion, I think Christian religious education would be a mandatory class for me. Because, okay, like it depends on your religion. Obviously, if you're a Muslim, then Islamic would do. Yeah, but in my opinion, I think Christian religious education would be a mandatory class.
According to me, I think a class that I'd make mandatory is sports, physical education, because I think, have you guys ever had this? Healthy body leads to a healthy mind,
Yeah,
Yes, we've heard of that.
we
That
have.
is true.
and it's kind of okay. Me personally, we have PE at my school. We have practicals, but my stream and some other stream, we have practicals only on Saturday. But whenever time reaches for practicals, people are so excited because they're like, I've not run in a long, I've not run for the whole week. I've basically been seated and walking only. I've not been stretching. I feel so stiff. So during the PE practicals, guys stretch up, they get themselves ready for the next lessons. It's kind of like just keeps them active.
Yeah, okay. Does anyone? Yeah, no one can argue with that. PE is a very good subject to make compulsory.
Since all you guys are choosing which subjects are supposed to be mandatory, some of them really make sense. Now, like a foreign language, it could be mandatory, but some people can really fail to learn that language. Ah,
I can argue against that, by the way. If you're taught something from nursery, it's like how we can speak English, Luganda. It's not something that you can learn when you're old easily. If they start when you're a child, like baby class, middle class, top P1, like they even set for you exams in various languages, you will learn it properly. There is no way you can fail to learn a language if they teach it to you from your childhood. Yeah. And what I the mandatory subjects I think that should be there is mathematics for me. A lot of people might disagree, uh, but mathematics is actually very useful. In the university, there's a lot of stuff you can do with mathematics. You can do business, you can do accounting, you can do computer sciences. Math avails you for very many options. Even in my current curriculum, it's kind of mandatory, but not for everyone. But some combinations might not allow it, but most combinations you either have math or submath because math is everywhere. Everything that you do, it requires math, and I think it's a good thing because
Okay.
it's really beneficial.
Uh, so I wanted to ask, is math incorporated in some subjects like physics already?
Yeah,
So,
it is in physics.
so
That's why.
you'd still make it mandatory, though it's still in some subjects.
Yes, actually, if you have math, by the way, for example, mechanics, it's also in physics. If you do it in mathematics, it will be way much easier for you to do it in physics. Because from my experience, the mechanics in mathematics is kind of a bit more challenging than the one in physics. So if you do it in math, it will be easier for in physics, and you'll be killing two birds with one stone. You might not necessarily need to go back and revise it in physics. Yeah.
To make this somewhat exciting, I'm going to first pull you off the topic and maybe beginning with Curtis.
Wait, I have something to say before you pull us off.
Okay, go ahead,
Um,
Becky.
I'm taking you guys back to something I would ban from school. That would be weekend lessons because like we are occupied the whole week from Monday to Friday, and the only time we actually have to rest is Saturday and Sunday. But in some schools there are lessons, and I wouldn't agree with that. Yeah.
Becky, so what will you be doing over the weekend if you're not studying?
I don't mean like I can do my personal reading. Yes, I'm not okay. Like I actually mean a teacher coming to class and teaching. That's what I'm saying. Should be bad.
Okay, that is your opinion.
Yeah.
Thank you. So beginning with Curtis, you tell us your best subject and what you think you want to be in future or what you know you want to be in future.
So my best subject is physics.
And why is it physics?
Okay, cause it's in line with the career I want to pursue, which is nuclear engineering and
Sorry?
nuclear engineering.
Wow. Can you tell us more about nuclear engineering?
Okay, so they deal with radioactive elements and so on to produce energy, weapons. That's where mostly atomic bombs are from, nuclear power plants. So like I want a career of nuclear engineering to do something in that field, and physics has is involves a lot of those heavy elements that are radioactive. So I like it very much because of that.
Wow, that's interesting. Ryan,
My favorite subject is biology.
why biology?
It's first of all, it's fascinating. According to the biologists I've learned so far, it is not as hard as people say it is.
Ryan, which class are you?
Form two.
Form 2? Okay, you can go on.
Uh, so the career, the reason why I like biology so much is because it supports the career that I want to be.
Okay, what would you want to be in future?
A neurosurgeon.
Wow, well, we're having doctors here, engineers. Wow, that's good. Solomon?
Yeah, my favorite subject is physics, just like Curtis. The reason for that is it also lies in the same career I want to have, and that's civil engineering.
Solomon, you want to do civil engineering?
Yeah.
What inspires you?
Well, first of all, my father, because he also does a section of civil engineering. That is okay. It's not a section, but it's architecture, and it's part of the whole engineering process. So I'd like to also be like him and follow in his footsteps and hopefully be as successful or more successful than him.
Oh, wow, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Mm. Becky, back to you. Becky, you're looking at your phone. I don't know if the answer's on your phone.
I'm still discovering.
You're still discovering. For real.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your best subject? Really? You don't know your best subject?
I think it's no. I think it's math. Yeah.
Wow. So, okay, maybe you can tell us 3 occupations that you want to be. And in future, probably you'll choose one since you're not zeroing to any at this time.
Okay. um, I was really interested in engineering, but I don't. I don't. Okay. I don't want to say I don't like physics, but it gives me hard time. Um, maybe biology. Uh, I would want to be a physiotherapist.
Becky was
Um,
explaining what a physiotherapist does.
Oh, Becky wants to
okay,
be a
I
physiotherapist?
think that's one of the things I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
A physiotherapist is a person who like deals with bones, I guess, like the, the body. Like let me say you get an injury. Yeah, I would yeah deals with people like that.
Okay, very interesting. So maybe as we conclude, Curtis, what is the best thing that you like at school or with your school?
Um, I like how my school is very supportive in co-curricular activities like engaging in club activities, playing sports. It's not like other schools where they're book focused. It's very supportive and can organize a whole 2 days just for co-curriculars, and that's what I like because they have peace of mind.
Okay,
So basically, for me, because I'm basically in the same school with Curtis, but different campuses. Like you said, they support co-curricular activities. It's not just a school where you go just for books, but they are very serious with that too. But they support co-curricular activities, and they are free with us, and they have a lot of guidance and counseling sessions, which actually benefit us a lot. And personally, my HM, I like the year that have come in because she's a very caring person.
Solomon, before you pass over the mic, what co-curricular activities you participate in?
Well, um, I do running. I can swim and I can play rugby a bit. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Curtis, activities apart from books do you do?
Um, I am the president of the science club, so I engage in a lot of club activities like we do yogurt making, which covers biology, and making projects in technology engineering, but prototype projects to display our skills. So I
Okay,
involve
do you
in
do
that.
any sports?
No,
Wow. Becky, you like most about your school?
Okay. I think the books part because they are very book centered. We just started curricular activities like taking them serious. Yeah.
So what do you do? Personally, what do you do? What activity do you do?
I don't participate in sport.
Okay, now you see where you go wrong, students. Okay, Ryan, what's your best subject? What excites you about your school?
The thing I like most from my school is that its academic status and the way they teach. Um, it's not that we only focus on academics. We also have other co-curricular activities like having clubs and sports. But me, mostly I focus on the academics and clubs. And I'm in only one club, the math club. So yeah, that's the thing I like the most.
Apart from that, do you do any sports at school?
I don't do sports at school.
You don't love any sport.
I love football,
So why
but
don't you play football?
I just don't feel like it at school. But at home, I like
Wow.
playing it.
Then you don't like the game. If you love the game, you'd be playing it everywhere. I'm sure I don't love the game.
But most of the time, actually, most of the people who play football at school, like during that period of like the seasons for playing now, like in third term, majority of them during lessons, they would like their team captains would literally come to class and call them up and tell them we go to the pitch and we train for the match that we're having tomorrow or in the
I
evening,
thought you'd be
and
assigned
it would take up
the time to play. Anyway, that is that.
time.
And also, football at school is very hard to get into if you mess up in your first term at the school. Like me, I didn't take it so serious in the first term, and then later in second term of Form 1, realized it was too late to get on the team. And when you're not in the team, it's not that interesting.
Can't you join the team at any level?
It's not as easy as it sounds.
No, eh?
Very, yeah.
Okay, as we wind up, maybe a word to our viewers. Anything you can tell our viewers?
Please like and subscribe. And remember to always do well at school and make your parents proud.
Thank you, Solomon. Becky?
Um, like and subscribe. Don't forget to pray always. Yeah.
That's very important. Prayer is very, very important. In all
Guy-
you do, it's very important to always pray for guidance.
Guys, hit the notification bell.
That's Ryan.
Yeah, as everyone said, like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and enjoy school.
Thank you, guys. I'm so happy that you made time for this, and I hope we shall have more interactions on school and other things. Thank you so much, and have a blessed evening. Love you all. Please accept to come back next time. Say bye to our viewers. Bye.